Many of our favorite restaurants are no more after the COVID-19 lockdown. In fact, just the other day, I saw a list doing the rounds showing some 87 restaurants in and around Gauteng have closed down. But some have managed to survive. Signature in Johannesburg is one of them, and its owner, Desmond Mabuza, joins us now via Zoom. Mr. Mabuza, good morning, and thank you very much for your time. As we said in the introduction to this program at 9 o'clock, myself and my partner, Yuveka, here, what is the key to having survived in these difficult times? If you were asked that, because Signature is still around, we've had a severe lockdown, what is the key to survival?
Yes, no, thank you, Brother, first and foremost for inviting me. I think we're all trying to still work this thing out in terms of what it is, what is the key, what is the formula. I don't think anybody knows that. But I think what kind of has worked in our favor to a certain extent is that, we offer something that's a bit unique. And we offer a product that's kind of unique in the marketplace that kind of separates itself and differentiates itself from what's out there. That somehow has kind of worked in our favor. We've had a nice 11-year run of giving consistent, reliable offering to our clients. And we've built a loyal following over that period. So I think the tried and tested seems to be the one that people kind of tend to default to when things are uncertain and certain. And to a certain extent, I think the higher end of the market for some reason seems to be resilient. People still have a bit of disposable cash. People have been staying at home for 3-4 months, so haven't been able to travel, they haven't been able to do much. So they kind of want to spoil themselves a bit. People want to celebrate birthdays, anniversaries, etc. So I think being seen also as a special occasion place, which there aren't too many out there, kind of has worked in our favor to a certain extent.
So your market helped you to survive because it was resilient, but times are very difficult. Did you have to innovate at all? Talking to some small business owners in the last few weeks here on ENCA, some of them have said the reason they think they survived, they had to, which is a popular term nowadays, to pivot and innovate somehow in order to do certain things differently. Did you have to do that?
Yes, certainly. We've had to do things that we've never had to do before. For instance, just doing a delivery service. Obviously, there was a time where we could only just do deliveries. So our first Mother's Day, which was in May, we had to do it literally by sending about 15 cars to deliver food to various places throughout Gauteng, as far as Pretoria, for that matter, Alberton. Something that we've never done before, but we've had to kind of be agile and adapt to the new environment that we had found ourselves in. So that's one of the things that and also staying current, communicating with the market, so that the public gets to understand and know that you are doing all the right things, you're taking all the necessary precautions and put all the protocols in place to make them feel comfortable. So that ultimately one day when we are able to allow customers in, which ultimately we were, they have a good sense of, okay, that place we've seen, we know that they've done all the necessary work that is required to make sure that we feel safe, and we want to be exposed.
Yeah, the hospitality industry is a key component of the tourism industry. This month, September, in the country is Tourism Month as well, in addition to being Heritage Month. Now, you mentioned loyalty, you mentioned tried and tested. We are going to level 1 now. We are already in level 1 in the country. Things are a little bit more relaxed, but things have to be different. You've just said now you have to make sure that your COVID-19 protocols are in place. What else should change now? How are you approaching a future, which still remains largely uncertain because COVID-19 is still very much with us?
COVID-19 is going to be with us for some time to come from the looks of it. So we need to now obviously make sure that we practice social distancing, and we must now sanitize, which is something that it's an additional cost that, no restaurant would ever have thought would have to provide for, and it's an irrecoverable cost. So you spend money on sanitizer and masks and the likes, but that's the new normal. It is what it is, but we have to learn to live with it. And I think we've had now about 2.5 months of trading in this environment and kind of somewhat perfected how we operate in that environment.
So things might be improving in the short term. Mr. Mabuza, it's a long way from the days of Back of the Moon when you were involved with that jazz establishment in the south of Johannesburg. Now you've got Signature. And a little bird has whispered in my ear that we're looking at another new project called Level 7 near the airport. Is that going to be targeting international visitors?
It'll be targeting both local and international visitors. And also, as well as the, just an Diana who just wants to have something special, special place to go to. So there's a new Radisson hotel that's opening up near the airport. So right on top of the hotel is going to be my next venture, which is called Level 7. So a sister restaurant, Level 7, will be opening up early October. So looking forward to that.
So you remain optimistic and hopeful about the future?
Very much so. Look, somebody just said, they say tough times don't last, tough businesses do. Life carries on. Life doesn't stop. COVID is not really here to stop our lives. It's a pass, and we have to take a long-term view about these things. Any business, for that matter, it's not for the now; it's for the long haul. So look at the long-term view. Looking.
Okay, good luck to you. Thank you very much, Desmond Mabuza, owner of Signature, and he's got plans for the future, remaining hopeful and optimistic. It's tough out there, though, in the hospitality industry. As he said, tough businesses can last. Good luck to him. Now, let's